Hello again and welcome to Pete's Model Car Customs. I hope you've all had a good week and all well. And that you've got good weather and wherever you are. This week I wanted to just show a sort of simple way of making some seat belts and interior tub details for just enhancing tubs with very basic detail. And this Fung Trucking Courier by Revell, I picked up a few, probably months ago now, has got a very basic one, so I thought this is a good opportunity to show how I detail an interior tub like this. You can see in there's I've put in one set of seat belts and an accelerator pedal. The accelerator pedal was made from just an offcut of 1mm strip. Or rather, it was a piece of sheet of 1mm thick, and I've just trimmed down a handy size, which in this case was 3.5mm wide. But it's down here where I cut the pedal from. With my saw, I've gone backwards and forwards across it, and that'll give me a textured pattern of grooves across the thing. I've sort of rubbed a bit of pencil over that to try and enhance it, so that gives pedal texture. From the same strip I've also made this rather smaller pedal, which is the clutch and brake, and I've just got down here beside that, the other pedal is there, and that again I've put texture onto the same sheet and then cut them down. But I want this thickness to sort of give me some sturdiness to the part, you know, and underneath there you see I'm just getting a bit of shape to it. But I also chamfer the edges, you know, just go around quickly with your knife and chamfer the edge to where you know, just to thin that down but still retain a bit of body. And that part, if you can see back down into the tub, not that way, you can't, turn your wrist around, right, down there where those two blocks are the initial parts, and this part will just lay over the top of them. I'm not going to grind them away at all, and that will just, God, Peter, I'm not going to grind them away at all. I'll just overlay this part down onto that so as it will cover it up. It's, you know, once I've painted it and detailed this and painting the behind bit black, that will just create shadows, and our different colours of the pedals will enhance them. Plus you've got the two actual arms coming up, which, looking through the back windows, you will be able to see, and this is the point for doing that stuff down there. You'll just have, there'll be a view through the back windows where you can see right down there, and just enhancing the detail a little bit, I think makes a lot better model. And for the seat belts, I've got a mixture of parts here, like I said, so I'll just slide that bit out of the way. And I'll just glue it on for the moment because I don't want to lose that part. And the hard bit is, once you've built all these little parts, you end up losing the damn bits on your bench, or they stick to the bottom of your hand while you've got them on the cutting mat, and then you turn around and they've dropped off somewhere, and you're hunting the carpet for little bits of plastic that are only 2mm by 3mm. But I'm sure we've all been down there chasing the carpet monsters. Just nudge that down a tad more. Bear with me a second, there'll be something on screen. Right, there you go. So I've just reattached that one there, so as we've got our double pedals set up. that, like I say, will go down into the pedal area. Moving that side, these seat belts I've made again from sheet and strip. It's handy just picking up a pack of strip and trimming it down, but when a lot of times you're paying a lot of money for a few strips nowadays, especially on channel, but it's still the most handy thing to use. So I hope this is all legible, right, and we'll show the parts I've used to make the seat belts that are that part. That's the two other completed seat belts for the other side. So I start off with, there's a piece of channel there, and to detail that I've put on a small square there which will represent the release switch, and then I've got this part which I'll inlay into the bottom of this channel, into the groove, which I chamfer this edge down. It's not going to do it, is it? Won't like that. I've shaped two little notches there, that will be as far into there, and I'll just trim that sort of there-ish to give this part completed. And the other part is the plug-in part at the bottom there. Come on. I don't know whether it's better me focusing or you zooming in on your own device. Alright, so there you can see I've made two plug-in inserts, and they're just a matter of trimming down the shape. I start in the corner of this is just a piece of offcut, about those thicknesses. Drilling a hole is my first move into a corner. So imagine that was a 90-degree corner. Then I trimmed out these two bits with my sharp, if I've got a chisel blade, I use this chisel blade, number 17, and when I'm cutting down there, I've got the flat side, like there. You know, so my waste is going away with the chamfer, and then spin it round and chop in. And I want to chop in at a different size again now to take out this block of waste, and then that block of waste and that block of waste. Then I'll be left with these two stubs at the end, which I'll trim off and add my strip seat belts out onto. They're made from this strip, 0.25 by 1.5mm strip, and to get a bit of texture on them, I use the dull side of a set of tweezers and press firmly, and you can distort the shape and get an angle. If you press hard on, say, the right hand side, it will curve to the left. If you press hard on the left hand side, it will curve to the right, so you can get a wave in your seat belt. But you also add a sort of texturing to this strip. You hear that? You know, so as when you paint it up as, you know, your strap, it'll have something to give it life, really, and that's the main thing. But overall, this is quite simple to do, with easy to access. It's only evergreen strip, or wherever you get your plastic strips and sheet from. I say evergreen because they seem to be the most predominant company. Like I say, this tub was a bit messy. There's a couple of blobs there that I want to clean up. This side had a round ejector mark, quite a large one. You can see the residue of it, if I can get a shot in there. Hang on. I'll just go with believe me. There's quite a large, but not very well defined, so it was quite easy to camouflage with just a little bit of rescribing. The arc of it is really quite large. It's about 8mm across, something like that. and then just with some thinners, cellulose thinners, I'll brush over that again and soften the. I'll go in there with a knife and destroy the ejector mark by back scribing through it. And then once I've done that, I'll use some either extra thin cement and brush over that, and it will soften those scratch lines down, so as you'll get a more surface that's similar to the original texture. You can see the shadow of that round one up there, and I have sort of textured the carpet a bit to try and destroy it, but I'm leaving it on the rug. I'm going to paint 2 contrasting colours on that little mat and use that round pattern as a demarcation line. But anyway, that's it. How to scratch build your own little seat belts and pedal box details from basic materials with hand tools. Best wishes from jolly old England. Bye.